turn this fan off. Okay, what you're looking at here is the culprit that damaged my power connection on my stun gun. As you can see, the little hooks on top, which is supposed to basically, you know, give you a good ground, good solid support, would end up, when you push it into the connection, it would hook into the hole that it's supposed to slide into, but it's supposed to be able to slide back out. Well, these things would hook, and you can see why. And so when you end up trying to take it out, you end up pulling the whole connector out of the circuit board. Excuse me. So I'm going to attempt to take it out, resolder it back in, and try to repair this connector. Well, not this one. This is the connector for charging it. But this is the culprit, what pulls the circuit out. And I have two of them, which pulled both of them. Well, pulled one out, completely out, and the other one just broke the solder connections and hung inside. You will find that the connector, let's see here. Let's see if I could show the connector. Back it up, there we go. It has, you got a screwdriver here. If I can get it on lens. It's a little hard to maneuver. There we go. That's one ground that they had it soldered. That's the other. These two parts, these vertical stud things here, were not soldered at all. And that's part of the stability and strength. And then the positive and negative pin were just, just lightly dabbed soldered. Let me see if I can angle this around and get a better look at it. Yeah. Those were the only things that were holding the whole body in place. These little tiny tabs. They didn't have the side piece soldered in at all, which is the main body. So I'm going to try and remedy that and put it in properly. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, they had just the tiniest little bit. Whoops, dropped it on the power connectors. Tiniest little bit of solder on the power connectors. So it just came off when the connector pulled it out. Let's see here if I can get this without dropping again. You can see the holes that the hooks went into, and instead of retracting back in to pull back out, it would hook on the end of the hole and act like a fishing hook. It just hooked there, and you're trying to gently pull it out, and next thing you know, you pull the whole thing completely right off the circuit board. I contacted the company. First I contacted eBay, not eBay, but Amazon, and contacted the company that made these, and they said they're sorry for the inconvenience, blah, 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 blah. Please mail it back and we'll replace them. Well, I figured this is a factory flaw. This is something, mainly the flaw is in this cord and poor soldering. They didn't, really do the proper soldering job. And I sent them pictures showing them the flaw of the connector and the flaw of their soldering, but they don't want to honor it. Being that at that time it was only a couple of months old. And they basically say, well, our warranty is 30 days, blah, 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 And you should get better than that, especially when you point out to them the two factory flaws that caused the problem, and they don't want to honor it. So anyway, I'm going to see if I can repair them, and with the equipment I have right now, I don't have a microscope. I wish I did. It'd be a lot easier to zoom up. All I have is a an old phone that I have using right now to show the unit, and I'm going to try and show it as much as I can in the recording what I'm doing. And I have an old camera that shows a lot of smoke damage on it from the fire, but it still seems to take pictures. Anyway, I'll probably just be stuck with just this one camera, the phone, and try to do my best with it. Okay, this is the, I'm going to probably do the recording in segments. This is the first segment. Okay, I'm going to try and do it backwards. This way the camera is not in my hands. I can move my hands here. And let's see. Let's see if I can work on this. Do I have much lighting? I got a little lamp over here. All my electronic stuff was destroyed in the fire. This is the kind of stuff that I gathered together in yard sales and things like that to give me some kind of usable lighting tools. Like I cleaned this up, filed the handle down. This was through the fire. This was through the fire. Most of my things over here is from the fire. All right, let's see what we got here. Take this button out. Take this switch out. Okay. See, it's glued in, maybe taped in. And let's see, how am I going to do this? There we go. That's the battery. Try not to damage it. I'm assuming there's some kind of tape or something in here. I'm not getting zapped. Maybe I can get it out far enough so I can work on it. Okay, there's the back side for those two grounds, which I don't know if you could see it or not. Let's see here. Maybe get another light. See if that will look. I'm doing this backwards. Let's see. I don't know if you could tell or not that these were not soldered. You can see the connections there were what was soldered. Okay, let's see here. I might be able to do it with just this much room. Oops. Put that little flashlight away and knock the camera. Change glasses. Alright. Where's my flux? Let's see here. Oh, come on. Get over here. Put a little flux on there. Let's see if I can use tweezers. These are small little connections. I need to turn it around. Can you still see? Yeah, let's see here. Wish I had better lighting. Let's see here. Where's my solder? Need to get better soldering iron too. Alright, let's see here. See if we have any luck. Got those two outside grounds, well, the backside grounds in. Let's see about the power. I'll test it with my meter in a minute. Let's see if we can get these outside grounds. Come on. Am I still on there? Alright. Yeah. Doesn't seem to want to solder. Let's try it this way. Did that way. Let's try this way. You can hear the sizzling of the flux. Let's see here. Take a look at here. That looks soldered. It looks like it's possibly soldered. I can't really tell too much from here. It's like a microscope would have been very handy in working on this. Oh yeah, the solder came up from here to the top where I wanted it to hold on. I did on both sides. Since I couldn't get the solder to flow from the top side down, I went from the bottom side up. And yes, it did. So it should now be solid on both sides of this, as well as the back here, the two pins solid there. So it's a much better connection now. And as long as those two are connected, this should be repaired. Let's find out. Pop it back together. There we go. Pop that back down where it went. Alright. Pop this back on. That's up there. That's clear there. Let's see, that's on and this part's off. So it's gotta go this way. Come on. Come on. Off. There we go. pop this back together. Now get back in there. There we go. Go ahead and put the screws in. Yep, I got a background. You have a VCR, TV goes up, you know, we're tired. It seems like I've got more than I remember. Sometimes I think about it. This was basically a fairly simple repair. Come on, get in there. Snug up, snug up. There we go. I'm going to test it off screen. Alright, now I'm not going to put this one back in. No way hell. I'll go grab another one. And that's not the right thing. Okay. Let's see if this will fit in there. May not be quite the right one. Oh, but it fit in. Okay, let's fit in nice and easy. Have no problem taking it out. Fit it right back in. Now let's see if I can plug the power supply in and see if it charges. Okay, it's plugged in. The light is on, so it's charging. So that one's fixed. Now I just got to open the other one up. So I'm going to stop this recording and start a new one for the other one. Alrighty, everybody, this is the second one I got. Make sure it's in film. Okay. And this is the one that wasn't actually pulled out, but it was broken loose. So I'm going to open it up and keep starting. I'm very disappointed in this company. These seconds I had before this, charged the AC cord. I have for quite a while, so I got leaking. Is that really any more? And bought these to replace it. Well, one of them burned up in the fire. The other one showed damage, but it was working, and then it went, it just went dead. So I'm assuming the battery, was maybe overheated and whatever. So I thought, well, I need to replace these. And I bought these, and they seem to be okay, except for the fact they're very poorly made. Not soldered in properly. The cord is very cheap. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, those end connections are not come on, soldered in on this one either. The main ends, which would have been the main part for holding it together. Whoops, you can see right there. I don't know if you can see it on camera or not. When they take it out, the whole unit swung around and came off. And it looks like the ground tracer here is gone. This one's alright. There's nothing for me to, I could scrape this and give it something to solder onto. That trace is okay. That trace seems okay. That one, let me get my glasses. It looks like half the trace is gone. It was probably pulled up with the connector. So I'll have to scrape that too, because that's part of the ground circuit. Let's see here. Yeah, that tracer's gone too. The part where you solder to. So I'll have to scrape it to give it something to solder to. Alright, let's see here. Let's try one of these. Put that over there. I don't know if you could see it or not. Hopefully you can. I'll, That doesn't look like. Yeah, there's nothing there. It's just all circuit board. No tracing there. So as I'm scraping, I'm just scraping the coating they have on top. Underneath that, there's no solder. So I'm only going to have a little bit on this side it's going to hook to, because the tracing has been pulled up. And the ends. When I solder the ends, the only thing that's going to hold it in place, besides the solder connection of the positive and negative connector. Oh, that's a hoot. That's not good. Maybe I'll have to get a little bit of epoxy or something and stick in there to help hold it. Oh well. See what I can do. Can't do much if the tracing is, or the circuit itself, has been damaged and pulled up. Let's see here. Yeah, you can see the circuit thing right there. Got that one off. There we go. Okay. Ooh boy. Okay. Let's see what we got going here. Let's put a little flux on it. Some flux on that hole. Help the solder flow through. There we go. And that's it. Some in there. The rest of it not gonna do much good. I say after I get done doing this, I might be able to put some epoxy or some silicone or something on there to help hold it in place. Alright, let's see. Get it this way. Still good on camera? Yeah. Let's see. Come on, get in the hole here. Okay. Now I got him in the hole. See if I can get one of these tagged down. Don't know if that's tagged or not. Can't really see. Let's try tagging these circuits. Let's see. Oh, hold still, hold still. Okay. Make sure it's not. There we go. Make sure it's not grounding itself out against the casing. I'll check that in a little bit. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and solder the back side of these. Yeah, they came all the way forward, soldered there. It looks like, here's the light here. Yeah, looks like it came up from underneath and soldered there too. Not as much as the other one, but still, it's solid. The other side there had nothing to solder to, so I didn't solder it. Let's make sure that the one connection is not grounded. Clean this off. Yep, it's not grounded. I didn't need my meter. Put that back in place. Put it back together and then we'll test it. Let's see, that is off. Come on, get in there. There we go. That one goes there. Before I put the screws in, let's go ahead and test it. The other one's already fully charged. It went green. Alright, let's see here. There we go. It's working. Went red, showing charging. Go ahead and put the screws in. So, when you buy these things, be aware that those connectors pull out really easy, especially with the defective charging cord they give you. Come on. There we go. It hooks in there like a fishing hook, and you can't get it out without holding the connector on. Or breaking the connector. So be aware. This is what was this? Let's see, number one was 8. Now it's a box. Here in a second. So if you buy one, cheap enough, they do work. Just be aware that they're alright. Test it. Did it off of camera, so you didn't have to see it. Let's see here. The box down here. Guess you can see the box. It says it is a VTS-881 model. Let's see if you can see it. There we go. That's the model of the unit. Alrighty. I'm happy. Just in a few minutes I was able to repair them. Don't have to fool with their foolishness. Thank you. Bye.